Surprise, motherfucker! What's up? This is your friendly neighborhood Venger Satanis. I'm not driving. I'm parked. Oh my god! No, I'm parked at the grocery store. I'm just trying to just get shit done in my day, and so I'm multitasking by making this video. Let's get to it. Someone sent me a direct message on Twitter asking, I guess, how I felt about how does it feel to be right about what I've been saying over the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 years about wokeness dying in 2024. I mean, the first assumption is that he assumes that that's what's happening. And I think if you look around, you can see beyond. Last year we were seeing cracks in the armor, and now we're just seeing the more light that's shit on it, the more disinfectant we can bear and spread around. And yeah, I think you can see in multiple avenues that wokeness is in serious trouble, and which is awesome. So yeah, I joked around saying that I am the prophecy. But seriously, it feels good to be vindicated, and to most of all, I'm just happy that wokeness is dying. That people are waking up, which is the antidote to woke. People are waking up from their political, cultural, societal sleep and seeing what the fuck is going on around us, and realizing that a lot of people have been on the wrong side for a while. So that feels incredibly gratifying, because I don't want to live in a woke world. I don't want to live in a progressive social justice, critical race, Marxist utopia. I would find a way. A lot of you people, especially a lot of you liberals, you would end up in the gulag. Somehow I would probably find a way, and I would escape justice. But a lot of people would just be in death camps, re-education, and then that big pit. Google, World War II, the mass graves. That's what's in store for collectivists that finally achieve the power that they're looking for. Anyway, so yeah, I feel good about that. My secondary, it's nice to be right, and it's nice to be recognized for that rightness. I wish a lot of people in the RPG hobby would value my opinions more, because I'm not just right about that. Turns out I'm actually right about a lot of things. Not everything, There's some things where I'm wrong, or I missed the boat, or whatever. But I'm right more than I'm wrong, I believe. And if more people put faith in me, just take Kickstarter for example. I've only been really late one time out of, I don't even know, 23, 24 Kickstarters, but I've always delivered, and I usually over deliver, as people that have backed my projects can tell you. If more people put their faith in me and made my Kickstarters go up to 100,000, 200,000, 500,000, 1,000,003, in the long run, generally speaking, everybody would be much happier, because I know a lot of those projects, they either didn't happen, people didn't get what they bargained for, or they got something crappy that they didn't want. They have buyer's remorse, and the project didn't live up to the hype, or the hype itself didn't live up to people's expectations, or what have you. The very last thing I'm going to talk about, this might be the last time I mention it at all. It's going to be a Twatgate. What can I say about Twatgate? Yes, I came up with the moniker, the hashtag. yes, I believe that when you boil everything down, it is ideological. It is political. I think some people are beginning to realize that and maybe skirting around the edges, like Grim Jim, James Raggy, uh, Eric Tenkar. I think a lot of people are like right up to the edge, right at the precipice of realizing what the fuck. And some people can see it, and maybe they don't want to mention it because reasons, wherever those reasons may be. I'm sure they're valid to those people. It doesn't seem political because it's leftists attacking leftists, or it's liberals attacking liberals, Democrats attacking Democrats, what have you. But it is a left wing problem. The whole collectivism breeds malcontents that get together in a mob. I mean, that's what collectivism is. It's getting together with all the people you can find to, take power and demand whatever they want, more rights or more change or more freedom, even though it's actually the anti-freedom party. Uh, more free money or more punitive taxes on the rich or, this, that, and the other thing. But yeah, a lot of us on the right, the conservatives and the libertarians and the Republicans and what have you, center right, the moderates and the centrists, just want to be left the fuck alone, and for the most part, and that's something that the left just does not get or appreciate. And so you get all these people like getting together and creating a mob and harassing and abusing people, and whipping up their own hatred and agitating other people and getting other people to join, which is the collective, the hive mind, and yeah, this is what happens. This is what happens when you have any kind of hobby or group or community that's predominantly left wing. You get a lot of bad actors, a lot of bad habits, bad policies, just a bad perspective, bad paradigm, where people take all sorts of things beyond what they should. And I'm not going to get into too many specifics, but you don't see you see a lot of conservatives like bitching and moaning and complaining and confronting people like, hey, this sucks, or you're a jerk, or whatever. But you don't get this this intense, decade-long campaign of people trying to ruin other people's lives and businesses by underhanded, dirty dealing and lying about stuff. And you don't get that. So it's a problem. It's a left-wing problem, and I think a lot of us have seen it in the works. That in the RPG space, there's just too many lefties. Classical liberalism is something that I can totally understand, and at one point, several points probably in my life, I would self-identify as that, a classical liberal, a little bit more on the moderate centrist side. But the more and more I look at it, liberalism is not the answer, because it just invites so many bad things. And globalism is just one of them. Wokeness is another. Marxism is a third. So we've got to fight against that. We've got to fight against, if not liberalism, then leftism. Which it's like a sliding scale. Up here at the top of the slide, I think that's fine and manageable, and we can work with that and even use that as a compromise to get more of what everybody wants. But you keep going further down to progressive and socialist and communist and back to the beginning of the video or the middle. That's how we all end up in gulags, which nobody wants. God willing. So anyway, long story short, yeah, Twatgate didn't get the big picture, big attention that a lot of us wanted. Apparently I was so in left field and probably like toxic already and irredeemable that I don't think any of those people actively tried to come after me or destroy me or whatever. I mean, in little ways they probably did, like here and there, but not to the point of James and Jim and a lot of those people that got the rawest end of that deal. And I've been looking around different forums and social media platforms, and it's distressingly few the ones that are boosting that signal or letting people talk about it and discuss it. Over at N-World, I think there was one topic thread available, and it had like 3 or 4 posts, and then the moderator came in, and N-World is just like the worst. I mean, that's not like Reddit bad, but it's bad. And then he just shut it down. He's like, we're not going to relitigate like Zach stuff. Which nobody was really like trying to relitigate it. People messaged or commented in the thread how they were surprised at what a victim in this context, Zach S, seemed, because all of this is coming to light of the harassment and the abuse and the lying. And then just because of Zach, they shut it down. And on N-World, I guess nobody's allowed to talk about it. I didn't even see anything on RPG.net. I mean, that place is beyond worse. And then pretty much everybody that's kicked me out, I'm glad, because they're all progressive, woke leftists, and they're all garbage. So I mean, for the little amount of positive discussion and community and camaraderie you can find on those radical left social media platforms and forums and stuff like that, it's really not worth, the juice is not worth the squeeze. So I think that's it. Maybe more people will pick up the discussion, but as Grim Jim said, and I think his final video on Twatgate or Dungeon Drama, at least it's something we can point to. We could be, when shit like that crops up again, we can point to it and be like, this was real. This happened. There's documentation of it. It's been proven, and never again. And I think that's at least some small solace that we can take. But to come full circle, I'm gratified that 2024 is and will be the death of wokeness, because it's a poisonous, shitty ideology that we can do better, much better. All right, that's it for me. Signing off. Hope everybody has a good start to the week and lots of gaming awesomeness. All right. Oh, I'll put in the description, the link in the description below of VengerCon 3 in July in Madison, Wisconsin. So hope to have you there. I hope to game with you. Go to the link, grab your weekend badge, and I'll see you there.